between the wrong decisions, to almost learning how to stay. You were healing from a past I didn't know. I was scared you'd slip away. Every laugh felt like a promise. Every silence felt so real. But timing has a cruel way of choosing what two hearts can't keep. No one broke the other, no one walked away in hate. We just loved each other at the wrong place in fate. We were right, just not forever. Perfect hearts, imperfect time. We were warm in cold December, but spring was never mine. If love means letting go gently, then I hold the memory tight. You were always meant to find me, just not meant to stay this life. We try to plan a future softly, like speaking might make it true. But your world kept turning faster than the one I built with you. I saw goodbye inside your kindness, and before you said a word, sometimes love ends in silence, not in something heard. No slam doors between us, no less fight to remember, just a quiet understanding we can't outrun forever. We were right, just not forever. Perfect hearts, imperfect time. We were summer in the winter, but seasons drew the line. If love means letting go gently, then I'll learn to be alright. You were always meant to love me, just not meant to be my life. Maybe in another lifetime, where we met a little late, or a world that moved more slowly, we could beat the hands of fate. I won't change a single moment, even knowing how it ends. Some people aren't forever, but they're deeper than the rest. We were right, just not forever. That's the truth. I finally know not every love is meant to last, but every love can grow. So I'll keep you in the past tense, not as lost, but as light. You were always meant to find me, just not meant to be my life. We were right. just not forever. I saw your picture on a Sunday. You were laughing in the sun. There was someone standing next to you, and somehow you look calm. I froze between a breath and breaking. Read your name 100 times. My hands knew how to call you still, but I let the moment die. Love isn't always fighting. Sometimes it understands. Sometimes it steps back quietly and lets go of your hand. So I let you be happy without me, even if it's tearing me apart. I won't turn your new beginning into echoes of my heart. If loving you means silence, then silence I will keep. You don't have to miss me for me to lose my sleep. I walk past places we remember, like a stranger passing through. Every corner keeps your shadow, but the light belongs to you. I rehearsed 100 messages, none of them felt right, because love shouldn't feel guilty for choosing different lives. I could ask you questions, I could make you stay, but happiness shouldn't tremble when it hears my name. So I let you be happy without me, even if it's tearing me apart. I won't rewrite your story just to heal my heart. If loving you means distance, that distance I'll accept. I'd rather hurt in silence than see you live with regret. Maybe you'll never notice all the words I never said, how I loved you carefully, then put it all to rest. You don't owe me memories, you don't owe me pain. The kindest love I gave you was walking out your rain. I let you be happy without me, though I stayed a little while. learning how to lose you without losing my smile. If one day you remember, I hope it doesn't end, 'cause loving you in silence was the bravest choice I made. I loved you, so I stepped away. You said forever like a promise, like it lived inside your chest. I held every word you gave me, like a place that I could rest. I memorized your quiet habits, every look you tried to hide. I thought love was something stable, not a season passing by. I was building us a lifetime, you were passing through a phase. I was learning how to stay, you were learning how to change. You loved me in a temporary way, like a song you didn't ever play. I was home, you were visiting. I was real, you were listening. You held my heart but never meant to stay. You loved me like a moment, not a life, like a spark, not a fire that survives. I was forever in your arms. You were almost in my life. You loved me in a temporary way. Kept tickets, kept the late nights, kept the words you never kept. Every memory grew roots, while yours just slowly left. I blame timing, blame the distance, blame the world for pulling you. Now I know the painful answer, I just mattered more to me than you. I was choosing you completely, choosing carefully. I was all you ever had, you were only passing me. You loved me in a temporary way, like a warmth that couldn't stay. I was plans, you were feelings. I was death, you were healing. You held my hand but drifted every day. You loved me like tomorrow didn't care, like goodbye was always there. I was forever in your arms. You were almost in my life. You loved me in a temporary way. A thought. You loved me in a temporary way, but I loved you like you you'd stay. I was future, I was trust. You were tender, never us. And now I'm learning how to heal from a love I thought was safe. You were a chapter in my life. I was a lifetime in your phase. I stayed. You just stay for a while.
You said text me when you get home, like every other night. Keys still warm inside my pocket, streets still glowing white. We stood there by your doorway, talking about nothing new. I didn't hear an ending, hidden and see you soon.
No music, no warning sign, no feeling we crossed the line. Just a moment passing by that I replay all the time.
I didn't know that was our last hug, didn't hold on long enough. If I knew the clock was closing, I would never let you go then. We said goodbye like always does, careless words between two us. Now every night I wake up wishing I stayed in that touch. I didn't know that was our last hug. Your coffee cup is still here, lipstick fading on the rim. I keep small, unimportant things because they still feel like you've been. People leave in quiet ways, not dramatic, not loud. Just fewer days together till the silence says it now. No fight to memorize, no final tears or cries. Just a normal day that turned into the last time. I didn't know there was our last hug, didn't hold on long enough. If I knew forever ended, I would beg the seconds to bend. We said goodbye like always does, never thought it meant because. Now every night I wake up missing what I never noticed. I didn't know, I didn't know that it was our last hug. If I could go back 1 minute, I would breathe a little slow, feel your heartbeat longer, memorize what I didn't know. We live life without subtitles, no one tells us when it ends. Sometimes later turns to never, sometimes lovers turn to friends. I didn't know that was our last hug, now it's all I'm thinking of. Funny how a small moment becomes everything you lost then. We said goodbye like always does. Now forever lives in was. I would trade every tomorrow just to stay inside that pause. I didn't know, I didn't know that it was our last hug. You let go. and I didn't know. You used to call past midnight just to say you couldn't sleep. I would stay on the line for hours, like your silence was for me to keep.
You knew the code to my door, didn't have to knock or try.
You said my name like shelter, like storms passed you by. I was where you rested your heart every time it fell apart. I never asked where you'd been, I just let you back in. I was home until you found one, somewhere brighter, someone warm. Now you don't get lost at night, you don't need me anymore. You used to run back to my arms like they were made for where you're from. I was everything you needed till you found a better home. I was home until you found one.
Your jacket's still on my chair, smells like someone I once knew. Funny how a place stays the same when a person turns brand new. I still leave the hallway light on out of habit, not believe. Some part of me keeps hoping you forgot your keys. I memorized every scar, you just needed somewhere dark to fall apart without a sound. Now you're healed and I'm the town. I was home until you found one, somewhere brighter, someone warm. Now you don't get lost at night, you don't need me anymore. You used to run back to my arms like they were made for where you're from. I was everything you needed till you found a better home. I was home until you found one. Till you found one. Maybe I was just a hallway, not the place you meant to stay. Somewhere safe between the leaving and the life you live today. I held every version of you, every broken, lonely face. You didn't leave me for someone, you just finally found your place. I was home until you found one, I was comfort, not the one. Now the nights don't lead you back, you finally stopped needing my love. You used to run back to my arms, now you don't remember where they are. I gave you somewhere to belong, just not somewhere you belong to. I was home until you found one. And I hope they hold you gently, like I always would have done.